I'm James Stance. You may also know me as the Admark man. And today I just wanted to do a short talk on one of my best-selling amplifiers, and that's the Admark Ad442. If you run a sound system and you need an amp that can really move some air in the bass section, then this one is definitely worth considering. The 442 is a 4-channel amplifier, and what makes it very useful for big sound systems is that it's stable all the way down to 2 ohms on all 4 channels. In practice, that means you could be running up to 16 subwoofers from a single amplifier. That's 4 per channel, which for a sound system is a serious amount of low end from 1 amp. On the rear of the amp, you've got adjustable input gains, and that's via some dip switches situated near the speaker on outputs. This is a really useful feature. It means you can fine-tune the sensitivity of each channel to match the source you're feeding into it, so you're getting the best possible signal going in rather than just working with a fixed input level. Despite everything else this amp is capable of, it's incredibly compact. It only takes up 1 U of rack space in a standard 19-inch rack, which is remarkable when you consider the power and the number of channels. The stated wattages on this amp in the manual are 4,200 at 8 ohms, 7,200 at 4 ohms, and 7,400 at 2 ohms. And in bridge mode, the manual states 14,400 at 8 ohms and 14,800 watts at 4 ohms. I mean, these are really impressive numbers on paper, but we have to be a little bit realistic. It's important to bear in mind that Chinese manufacturers do tend to overspec their amps, and the 442 is no exception. When bench tested close to clip, you're realistically looking at around 3,200 watts at 8 ohms, rather than the stated 4,200. That is still a lot of power, but it's worth knowing the true output of the Ad442. One of the key features I really like across the AD range is the temperature gauge on the front panel. You can actually see in real time how hard the amplifier is working, which is generally useful when you're pushing a rig for a long period of time. This takes the guesswork out of knowing whether you're in safe territory or whether you need to back things off a bit. What I can also tell you from customer feedback and also my own personal experiences is that the bass tone you get from this amplifier is very impressive. It's warm, it hits hard, and on a big subsection it sounds fantastic. So with a price tag of £1,200, the 442 represents solid value for a 4-channel amp with this kind of output and 2 ohm stability. So if a powerful compact amplifier with a quality bass tone is what you're looking for, I'd highly recommend the Admark Ad442. Until next time, James Stance, the Admark man.